Hey y'all, are you ready to get out of the rut of 2020 and crush your goals in 2021 like I am? Maybe you have health and wealth goals, or love and relationship, or self-development and career goals, relationship goals, whatever those are, and you're just ready to take on the new year and accomplish those things. But then just a little itty bitty part of you deep down inside feels a little bit hesitant or discouraged because you've attempted these goals in the past and have not been successful. Or maybe you haven't tried to accomplish any goals and you're really new to all of this. You're in the right place. In today's video, I'm going to teach you one important element of the goal setting process, which is the SMART method. And that will help you to accomplish goals in any part of your life successfully. So stick around, that's coming up next. Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, Health and Wealth Chica. I'm Jeremy, an accredited financial counselor of 10 years, and I've taught thousands of clients the same money tips, resources, and strategies that I will teach you here on this channel. So subscribe if you want to learn how to overcome financial challenges and optimize financial opportunities. Get motivated to do the things you know you've been putting off, and gain the confidence to put powerful and proven money strategies to work for you. Because I will teach you how to manage your money like a boss to live your best life. First of all, I want to start out by saying, no, I'm not perfect. And yes, I have fallen short of achieving my goals in the past. Just like you, I've set goals at the top of the year. You know what I'm talking about. New Year's resolutions, yeah, right? And just like you, I have fallen short too. If you're really new to the whole goal setting thing and you don't know what an experience is like of really wanting to buy that car, or really wanting to go on that vacation, or really wanting to have, that savings in the bank, or drop the weight, or whatever your goals are, and not reaching them, then you don't know that frustration. And so I'm glad you're here. Either way, because I am going to teach you a very important element in the goal setting process, which is called the SMART method, so you can crush your goals in 2021 and beat the odds. And don't feel bad if you've fallen short from accomplishing your goals before, just like I have, because it's actually quite common. In fact, did you know that 80% of people who set their New Year's resolutions fall short? Basically, they end up giving up on them by the second week in February. I'm sure you know friends or family that have also done that. They've fallen short, and we want to change that. We want to be the 20%. That's why we're here, right? Second thing I want you to know is that goal setting is a process. So no, it doesn't have to be complicated or, lengthy, but there is more to having this vision, this goal that you want to accomplish, this place you want to visit, right? And letting it float in your mind. There's more to it than that. So goal setting is really about being intentional and thoughtful and putting that idea floating around in your mind and writing it down and getting serious. But there's a way to do that. And goal setting is a process, like I said. So on today's video, this is just part 1 of a goal setting series. So I would definitely subscribe now so you don't miss out on the related videos to this topic. Because on today's video, we are going to go over the SMART method, which is just one important, though, element in the goal setting process. However, it's just one important thing that is really going to help make it super easy for you to reach your goals in 2021. So before we dive into the SMART method, and if you've been around any time, if you're already a money boss, then you know that I like to show you not just tell you. But before I go and show you, we'll move to my computer to do that, and I can show you the way the SMART method works for your goals. I wanted to give you a quick fun story first because it's related to what we're going to be talking about. So I've been an accredited financial counselor for the past 10 years, and I've put on many briefings and presentations on goal setting specifically. But I can remember the very first goal setting presentation I ever gave. And I'll tell you why. Because, I don't want to be that boring teacher that just talks at you. You know those teachers? Have you had them? Yeah. So yeah, all of us have had those teachers that just talk at you, right? And you're falling asleep. And so I always want to be engaging and ask questions. So at the beginning of this goal setting class that I was going to present, I wanted to ask the audience if there was anybody who wanted to voluntarily tell the whole class what goal they had in mind that they wanted to accomplish. And one guy in the back of the class yells out, "I want to be rich." So, of course, that was so funny. Like, everybody busts out laughing, and me included. And so I thought, well, you know what? This is good. This is a good icebreaker. And so it was illustrating and pointing out something that was going to be important for us to learn with the SMART method and why the SMART method is so important. And so kind of like I fired back with, "Oh, okay, that's a fantastic goal. Like, everybody wants to be rich. So you want to have $500,000 in the bank? You want to be rich?" And then, immediately his face drops. He's like, "No, $1 million." And so I'm like, "Oh, $1 million." And then, of course, when that is said, somebody else on the other side of the class, and this is another soldier, by the way, he says, $5 million. And I'm like, "Oh, okay, so 5 million is what rich is." And then there's this whole entire discussion back and forth about no, yes, no, that much, this much and that much. And so the whole point of this is that with the SMART method, you're going to create this goal for you, specific to you. You're going to bring out the details and you're going to bring it to life, because honestly, a properly set goal is like half the battle. You're already halfway there to accomplishing it. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So thinking about the story I shared with you of the soldier shouting out that his goal was to be rich and how he thought $1 million was going to be rich. Somebody else in the class thought $5 million would be rich. Whatever the case, everybody has a different definition for their goals. So you want to be specific. And by the way, there's no real way of measuring if you're getting rich if you're not being specific in the first place. And so we use this SMART method, which is simply an acronym, to help us to set up our goal for success in the first place by outlining all the details about it. So you can use this method. You can use a notebook and just write out the words, SMART. And remember that the S is for specific. So the who, what, when, where, and whys of your goal. So in my example, I'll show you in a minute, you're going to see really how this all plays out. And measurable. So we're going to want to know how many, how much. I know when I was in the Army, because I was once a soldier, and I had a physical fitness test, and I wanted to improve. I didn't just want to say something like, "I want to do more push-ups." That's my goal, more push-ups for the next PT test. It would be better for me to say, "I want to do 10 more push-ups on my next PT test." So, or, if it's a money thing, what percentage, so how you can measure your progress. And then the A is for attainable. Do you have, or can you develop the attitude, abilities, and skills needed for this? That's really important. Maybe this is a goal that it takes more than just you to accomplish.
Maybe you need to hire somebody with the skills, or maybe you can learn them yourself. But these are the kinds of questions that you're going to be asking yourself for introspection, to get yourself geared up and ready to do what it takes and to really think this goal through. The R is for realistic. Do your values, needs, and wants align with this, right? So it doesn't make sense. And by the way, those 80% of people that don't accomplish their goals are usually because there's something here in the R that wasn't aligned with who they are, what they value, what's their priority. And so maybe it was just something like the neighbor got a new car. Now you think, oh, I should get a new car. But really, it's not really something you value or really much need for yourself, but you think it's the right thing to do, maybe because everybody around you is doing. So you have to think about those things. And then the target date, give yourself a specific date when you should realize this goal. So I want to be rich. Well, of course, you're going to go through this method and say exactly measurable, $1 million, $1.5 million. You're going to be very specific, but as you go around, you're going to not just leave it an open-end date. You're going to say, like, you're not going to be like, I want to be rich someday. No, you're going to be specific. I want to be, have this much money by the time I retire when I'm 65 years old. Then you can actually be measuring progress towards that goal, right? So you start here and work your way around with your specific goal. It's always helpful to put a picture of your goal somewhere visible where you can see it. So on a refrigerator, by your desk, anywhere that you can see often that can motivate you. Some people will put it on their mirror. And so that's really helpful too. And then, so here's my example, okay? So we're pretending this person wants to buy a car. So for the specific, the S, the who, what, when, where, how, or whatever, okay, we're going to break it down even to the color of the car, because that maybe can make a difference in the price. So we want a 2015 black Ford Focus with under 45,000 miles. Wow, that's really specific. And then measurable. The purchase price is $10,000 with a down payment of 20%. That makes it a $2,000 down payment. So this person knows that, okay, so their target date is this. So their target date is going to drive how much money that they need to start saving per month to reach that target date. In this case, it's the $166.67 per month. For the attainable, remember we're talking about the attitudes and skills that you might have or need. So this person says they have a can-do attitude. They will ride the bus. They can carpool to work in the meantime, and they can open that savings account so that they can start scooting that money over from their checking into their savings every month. This money that they're saving every month so that it doesn't accidentally get spent out of their checking account. And for the R, realistic, does it fit the budget? Does it fit your lifestyle? And in this case, it does. It fits their budget. They can afford to save that much a month. And it fits their lifestyle needs because they want to be more independent now, right? They can offer rides to friends and family after they achieve this goal. So it aligns with their values. And they want to do this by July 2021. And so this is not what you want your goal to look like. This is much like that I want to be rich, right? My goal is to purchase a car. All right. Using the SMART method, you want to go from not this to this. Yes, this. My goal is to purchase a 2015 black Ford Focus with under 45,000 miles with a $2,000 down payment for a monthly savings goal of $166.67 for 12 months to reach my target date of July 2021. What a difference, right? And so by properly setting your goal in the first place, you're already halfway there, okay? And so I invite you to go to my website and you can pick up this money goal kit for free on my website. And then you can print this out, fill in the blanks, put it on your refrigerator, Tell your friends or family about it so that they can help keep you accountable, and you can crush your goals in 2021.
So I'm going to invite you one more time to go to my website, healthandwealthchica.com. I'll leave the link in the bottom of the description of this video so you can go grab your goal map. It's free, and that way you can crush your goals without the frustration of giving up on them first. So here's to you crushing goals in 2021. Until next time, health and wealth be with you.